I decided to watch Cool Runnings as part of my efforts to watch every Disney feature film, but I wasn't sure based on the description if I would enjoy it. It's certainly not a film I would have chosen to watch were it not produced by Disney. I'm really glad I had a chance to watch this, and this is one of the really great things about watching or attempting to watch every Disney feature film, is that I do discover films I might otherwise not have paid attention to, and Cool Runnings is one of them. This was released in 1993. It's directed by Jon Turteltaub, and it stars Leon as Derice Bannock, and we have John Candy as Irv. And it is apparently loosely based on the debut of the Jamaican national bobsleigh team in the Winter Olympics of 1988. I also do not care about the Olympics. If other people like the Olympics, fantastic. I have never, obviously I've seen clips online, but I have never sat down to watch any Olympic game or event ever. So needless to say, the narrative didn't appeal to me. But pretty much immediately, I liked this, and the main reason I took to it quite quickly is because of the character of Derice. I actually really liked the character. I thought he was really interesting. His performance is great, of course, and he decides to try and create the first Jamaican bobsled team. And it's all about the problems that they encounter, trying to create the team, and then, of course, trying to get into the Olympics. And it's obviously it's an uphill battle a lot of the time, but it's a really fascinating concept. I don't know how accurate it is to the true story of how the Jamaican bobsleigh team was created in the 80s. If anybody has any thoughts on that, please feel free to let me know. But watching it from an entertainment perspective, I really enjoyed it. That's not to say I absolutely adored every single scene. There were times when I felt like it maybe wasn't as interesting to me as it would be to other people. But I still found it to be really fascinating, really motivational and uplifting and inspiring. And if you do like the Olympics, if you do like winter sports, and I think there will be plenty in this, in the actual narrative itself, that you will really enjoy. The characters are really likeable, the performances are brilliant, and the pacing of the narrative as well is great. I know I said there were some times when I maybe wasn't enjoying it as much, but honestly those moments were quite few and far between. As I said, almost from the beginning when we meet Derice as a character, I really enjoyed the performance and I really liked the narrative pretty quickly. It took me maybe a couple of minutes to get into the narrative, but it didn't take as long as I'd expected, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Exceeded my own expectations based on my personal tastes. If you've perhaps looked at this and thought, I don't know if I'm going to really like this, it's not my kind of thing, I'd say give it a go. It is a really fascinating story, and obviously I don't know how accurate it is. It does say on Wikipedia that it's loosely based on the events leading to the 1988 Winter Olympics. But either way, I found it to be pretty fascinating, a really interesting story, very well told, really great characters and performances. We also have music by Hans Zimmer, which is brilliant. And just for information, this has 7 out of 10 on IMDb across 115,000 reviews and ratings. Needless to say, that's pretty fantastic. It does seem to be very well received. I thoroughly enjoyed it. If it's one that you've been considering, or if you're considering it now, I'd say Cool Runnings is definitely worth watching.